Good morning, noble ones. Welcome to this 20-minute energizing yoga flow to start your day right. All you need is your mat. If you're ready, let's begin. Making your way to the front of your mat, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, letting your head be heavy, bending your knees softly if needed. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, spine long, drawing your belly in. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Inhale here. And exhale, lowering through your Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, chin, hugging your elbows in towards your ribs. Inhale, lift your chest into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Reaching your hips high, heels leaning towards the mat. Even if they don't quite reach, you can bend your knees. Pause here for 3 breaths. Feel your fingers rooting down, spreading them wide, lifting your tailbone to the sky. Feeling a lengthen through your spine, neck is relaxed, gazing through your shins. Inhale, step forward, looking at the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up to stand, arms reaching overhead. Exhale, drawing your hands to your heart center. Let's do that one more time. From mountain pose, inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead, Ardhva Hadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardhva Uttanasana, spine long, belly drawing in. Exhale, stepping back into plank pose again. Holding for a breath, inhale. And then exhale, lowering through your knees, chest, chin or Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows towards your ribs as you bend them. Inhale, lifting up your chest into upward facing dog or cobra, shoulders away from your ears, collarbones wide. Exhale into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Hips reaching high, fingers spread wide, pushing your hands into the mat. Bending your knees, drawing your belly in. Pausing here for 3 breaths. Feel your fingers rooting down more and lengthen through your spine. Neck is relaxed, gazing through your legs. On your next inhale, looking forward, stepping or hopping to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing through your feet, inhale, rising all the way up, arms reaching overhead. Exhale, drawing your hands back to your heart center. Returning to mountain pose, Tadasana, we're going to flow through our Surya Namaskara B, our sun salutation B flow. Inhale, bend your knees as you sink into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into your Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, turning out your left foot, stepping forward with your right. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Your back heel is grounded, your arms are up, hips are square to the front of your mat. Keep flowing through the moves. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step back into your plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward this time, Warrior 1. Turning out your back toes. Exhale, hands down, Chaturanga. Inhale, moving through your upward facing dog. Exhale, flowing straight back into your downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose, smooth and steady. Feeling the energy building up through your body. Settle your mind into the rhythm of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Fingers are spread wide into the mat, pressing your hands away, shoulders away from your ears, lengthening through your spine as your tailbone lifts up to the sky. Softness in your knees, drawing your heels towards the mat. On your next inhale, looking forward, stepping to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale back into your chair pose. And then exhale, pressing through your feet. Stand up, reaching your arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, hands to your heart and returning to Tadasana. Let's throw through Surya Namaskara B one more time. Inhale, bending through your knees, sinking your hips into chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms reaching up alongside your ears, weight in your heels, making sure you can peep and see your toes. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Urdhva Uttanasana. And then exhale, hands to the mat, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Flowing through the poses, inhale, stepping forward with your right foot, turning your left toes out, warrior one. Back heel is grounded, arms are up, hips are square to the front of your mat. Exhale, flowing through, step back to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, step forward with your left, warrior one. Back toes turned out, heel is grounded. Exhale, hands down to the mat, flowing through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, holding here for 5 breaths. Breathing smooth and steady, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Staying here or finding child's pose if you need a bit more of an active rest. Otherwise, 2 more breaths here, inhaling fully and exhaling fully. On your next inhale, looking forward, stepping to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up into chair. Exhale, pushing through your feet. Inhale, all the way up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through your heart center, returning to Tadasana. Moving into some standing balances now. From Tadasana, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into a high lunge. Front knee over ankle, back leg strong, back heel lifted. Inhale, your arms reach up. Exhale, your shoulders are soft, opening into warrior two. Back heel is grounded. Hips are open, keeping that right knee open. Your drishti, your gaze is at your front middle finger. And we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Feeling strengthening in the legs, opening through the chest. Inhale, reaching your front arm up, bending back into your reverse warrior. Keeping your front knee bent, pressing through the outer edge of your back foot. Cartwheel your hands down. And we're going to flow through chaturanga. As you exhale and then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back to your downward facing dog. Moving on to the other side, inhale, stepping forward with your left foot into your high lunge. Exhale, opening up to warrior two, grounding through your feet. Hips open to the long edge of your mat. Shoulders are squared as well with the long edge of your mat. Inhale, reaching your front arm up. Exhale, reverse warrior, breathing into the side of your body. Few breaths here. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step back into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Pressing through your hands, shoulders away from your ears. Tailbone lifted to the sky. On your next inhale, stepping to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, pressing through your feet. Inhale, reaching all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands down by your side. We're going to flow through to the ground. So inhale, reaching your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, lowering to knees, chest, chin. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, pushing back to your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. From here, you're going to step or jump through to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, coming into Dandasana, staff pose. Engaging your thighs, engaging your calves, feet are flexed, toes pointed towards your head. Hands pressed into the mat by your side. Spine is long, crown is lifted. Chin is slightly tucked, extending the back of your neck. Inhaling and exhaling fully here. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And release, coming into seated forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold over your legs. Allowing your hands to come to your shins, your ankles, or your feet, wherever you naturally reach, keeping your spine lengthened, even if the knees are slightly bent. 5 steady breaths here. On each exhale, see if you can feel your body melting closer towards your thighs. Inhale, keeping the spine long. Exhale, melting forward. Gazing at your toes, keeping your heart open. Inhaling and exhaling fully here. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, slowly rolling up through your spine, back into Dandasana, staff pose. Lying on your back, allow your knees to gently fall to the right, stacking them if you can, gazing over to your left, or keeping your neck neutral. Staying here for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Feeling the gentle twist in your body. On your next inhale, engaging your core and bringing your knees all the way back up to tabletop. And exhale, allowing them to float over to the left, stacking them again if you can, gently gazing over to the right, or keeping your head neutral. Breathing into the side body, feeling the lovely gentle stretch here. 5 breaths in total. maintaining awareness of your inhales and your exhales. Inhale fully, exhale, release. And then on your next inhale, bringing your knees back up to center, giving yourself one more squeeze, one more rock. Maybe shaking your arms and legs to the sky, getting rid of any final nervous energy before we come into our corpse pose, Savasana. Lying flat on your back with your legs extended, maybe as wide as your mat, arms resting slightly further from your body with your palms facing up. Allowing your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Gently tucking your chin, feeling your neck extended. Starting to close your eyes, softening your whole body. Returning your awareness to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling fully. We're going to stay here for a few minutes, and I want you to just maintain awareness of your breath. Noticing as you inhale, maybe saying inhale, and as you exhale, maybe internally in your mind saying exhale, keeping this focus on your breath for the next few minutes, and I'll bring you back when it's time to come back. Starting to take some deeper and more intentional breaths now. Beginning to wake up your body with some gentle movements of your fingers and your toes. Maybe starting to circle your wrists and your ankles. And now beginning to move in any way that feels nice, whether that's reaching out long, or maybe hugging yourself, knees into chest, gently rocking. Slowly making your way onto your right side. Taking a moment here. Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Gently returning to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Sitting up nice and tall, allow your hands to fall down by your sides next to your hips. On your next inhale, reaching your arms out and up overhead, palms together. Exhale, drawing your palms to your heart center. Thanking yourself for taking the time for this powerful practice today. Acknowledging the benefits that this movement has brought to you, mind and body. Bringing your thumb knuckles to your third eye, gently bowing your head, drawing your chin to chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this Ashtanga-inspired yoga flow, which is perfect for a daily practice. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and comment below if you liked it and what you liked. I'd love to hear if there's anything else you'd like me to do, so please let me know in the comments. I can't wait to see you in the next one. As always, take care.